I would not mind stopping at the Laredo storefront. I appreciate their craftsmanship.
You don't need to wear your belt. A lot of famous people visit Aquila.
Come here, Deputy. Take a seat. We have some things to discuss. Take a seat.
Sit down. This won't take long.
While you've been in the field, we've had more reports about farmers being threatened and attacked. Unfortunately, it's worse. How's your investigation? That's assuming he finds something. Otherwise, you'll be no...
How can you be so critical when you have...
This is Freestar Ranger business.
Let's move on. I asked the other Rangers to share their opinion. We'll start with Ranger. She was grateful for your timely... Nia says you were respectful with Ron Hope, and that shows me you were listening. I can understand. He can be uncompromised.
Excuse me. Let's continue. We've got a detailed report. He said you took on a syndicate. And you were right to do. Helping people is our most important.
You got results, and that's what... Price was impressed by that. Said you really...
Ranger McMillan praised what she called your She said you took on the Red Mile. Sounds like you're starting to...
So what happened with Mark? I doubt he gave you that slate out of the kind of... I suppose underestimating. Damn. What about Maya Cruz? I guess I'd want the same...
Excuse me, Marshal?
Not now, Alex. We're in a meeting.
I know, but this is important. I've done it. I've cracked... Now, I don't know exactly where the First are headquartered, but there are references to
The factory. That was our...
Under the terms of the peace treaty, they shut all the mech...
But they didn't destroy them. The facility was on Arcturus 2. It could be a dead end.
Weapons hot. Turrets are ready. Let's see what's on this ball.
Let us see what wonders of life this planet holds. Psst. Leave it to humans to find inventive new ways to kill each other. They realize these mechs were a step too far. Well, this seems to be long gone.
Marshal Blake must be getting desperate sending a lone deputy out here. But I'll give credit where it's due. You're a hell of a pilot. If you came here seeking justice, it's waiting for you inside.
Always worth checking. Never know what you might find in their pockets.
I'm a man of action. I've got no use for lies. So when I tell you that you're being manipulated, you know I'm telling the truth. You think the Council of Governors really cares about anything but themselves? They're greedy and sons of the unworthy, just like I once was. I was loyal. I followed orders, and I led good men and women to their deaths. I'll carry the stain of that dishonor to my grave.
use the environment to aid their manufacturing. War is always an excellent driver of ingenuity.
This is an
The 1st Cavalry was the greatest fighting force the Freestar Collective has ever seen. At the Battle of Mira, the 1st Cavalry was destroyed. Why? Because the generals got scared and asked... for a truce. I've got no sympathy for cowards, or for the people who put them in power. I've also got no sympathy for those who do their bidding. And this means you.
The hell?
You have my attention. I keep. I have never. that it, then? Another way through here. Unsure where it leads. Do they have anything of value? Where have they gone? I will have your head! Give up already. Can't take much more. There you are. of victory. Hopefully they amount to something.
You cannot beat me.
You come here seeking justice? Well, what about justice for my soldiers? Minutes away, minutes from winning the battle and the war, when the ceasefire order came down. Now there's a debt of honor, and the people who betrayed us, the people of the free... Our collective are going to pay.
Well, either we press on or we turn back. Your call. A testament to how devastating the war was, how determined both sides were to claim victory.
Take cover!
can't believe it. You just took on some of the best mercenaries. If we'd have had more like... Not the way it should have. Of course, I can't expect you to understand. You don't know what it's like to look around and see the faces of warriors. I watched brave men and I saw mech pilots cooked to... Those deaths didn't have to be meaningless. But...
Do not assume you know what others have or have not experienced. And none of it gives you the right to take innocent lives.
You don't know me, so don't preach. You really want to know? Because you're my last chance, Deputy. You can walk away, but if you still want the truth... Not long after I started the first, I was contacted by a man who said I refused to work for a shadow client. Imagine my surprise. He offered me a lucrative contract to take possession of certain... Sure I did. The money was... If I could avenge my men, make some... That...
Be ready for another fight.
I'm gonna make this easy for you, Deputy. I'm gonna die the way I lived. But first, here, take this. You, when the next war comes, and it will come. Now my unit's waiting for me. Goodbye, Deputy.
If you are free soon, could we talk? It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. But talking about this, remembering... Thank you. That I have told you that I spent many years... There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, Yes, I have found that to be... You must understand. I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the greats... And yet here were these men and women with hopes, and it felt like a small betrayal of my people. It's not something I have much It was so sudden. We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo. There was barely time to react. So, I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately. Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since... No, maybe. I don't know. It all happened so fast, and in my time getting to know you, I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what... My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. Thank you. That is... I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should... A pleasure. A good team all... Goodbye. For now. Winner takes all this tip race, is it not? At first glance, it seems we are the only ones to come through here in some time. Sometimes amuses me to think about what goes on here, right under the United Colony's collective nose. Always good to speak with a friend. What have you got for me? We will speak again.
Oh, please, take a... Thanks for shopping at Jemison Mercantile.
Always a satisfying moment to return to your ship. If there is something I am happy to help. Another time. Fortunate that Father has used his considerable funds to maintain the lodge, are we not? How can I assist? If I can take a few things. I appreciate having your ear. You are a welcome. Need to see what I... We will speak again. Smugglers always like to use Hope-Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
I don't want to hear any complaints.
Howdy.
Keep an eye on your valuables. If you can't...
That's very generous, Mr. Hope.
It's well earned, Burkett. We set some ambitious quotas. You met everyone. Good to see you. Well, I've just received a report. He said you hit. I trust. And what's that supposed to? Oh, the same Paxton Hull who was court-martialed during the Colony War? Well, I've never met the man. Seems I put my trust in. I suppose that... I'm impressed.
What's going on?
Nothing that concerns you, Burkett.
I think I'd like to hear what the
The cards are on the table. The truth is, we've been falling behind the company. A few years ago, I began to diversify. We developed an experimental fertilizer. Oh, I was prepared to write the whole thing off. Turns out, our fertilizer was transforming the soil, bolstering. Mining is expensive. My mineral enriching. The farmers provide free manual labor.
You sit on the Council of Governors.
I wish there'd been another way. I never intended for anyone to be hurt. I don't. Unfortunately, farmers can be...
I can't believe what I... How could you do something so...
Not another word out of you, Burkett! I can take your job. We'll in... I give you my word that I'll call off the operation and... You're right, yeah. Those family... well...
They might not be so keen to purchase a ship built with the...
With that resolved, as a member of the Council of Governors, and of course, we'll both agree. Well, let's not be too hasty, Deputy. I'll do what's necessary. But if you tell, do you really? Well, I'm afraid there's no avoid. The past can't be changed. You put me away, and I'll make mine. I won't let you. If that means I'm important!
You're not actually threatening to attack a...
You have overestimated your...
Such a shame to see you.
I'm dead.
Take what you must. The rest were the scavengers.
He tried to have... I don't understand. Mr. Hobo... But everything he said about the... It was so awful. No, you're wrong. He always looked out for... And now he's... Nobody should ever, especially when it means killing someone. The end. Do you realize how many people?
There are uncertain times ahead for you.
Deputy.
Welcome to the Rock.
You're back. Good to see you back safe. What's the word on the mech factory? Well, don't get too used to killing. Did you find out why? What? Ron Hope?
Are you really that surprised? Hope's always had a reputation as a man who...
He's on the damn council.
So he can make laws favorable to his... Sure, he's known to look after his people, but do you really think he gives a damn about some farmers on Mont...
Did Hope explain his motive? That has a familiar...
I recall hearing about some Hope. At the time, I just figured it was a PR stunt.
Please, tell me you've got some evidence. All right, let's see. Yeah, this is pretty damning. And you confronted Hope about this? Damn. This is going to send shockwaves through. If the people can't trust their leaders, anarchy could follow.
Have a little faith, Daniel. We're not the United Colonies. One...
Easy for you to say. You ain't...
Not yet, but you ain't gonna live forever, old man.
While we've got you here, there's one last piece of business. Emma, would you please?
With pleasure, Marshal. When you first joined us, I told you that you'd There's one thing left. Do you feel ready to wear the badge of a full... In that case, I won't hold you back any longer. Marshal, I approve the deputy for...
Thank you, Ranger Wilcock. In your time serving as a deputy, you've shown exceptional courage. By the authority granted to me by the... Here's your badge. Wear it with...
Well done.
You've shown that faith was... Let's hear it for our new ranger.
All right. Great job, Ranger.
Work hard, play hard. That should be the Freestar motto. Got to admit,
careful if you run into those ecliptic trees.
Okay, let's all just take a breath here. We all want...
So you want to come here for a half day?
You want to do some good for the city? Got a moment to hear about the Low House? Good to know there's still some folks who can take an interest in the welfare of others. The Low House is a place where folks down on their luck can. More importantly, they can do it with some dignity. I run the place. Have for years.
You see transplants.
The Jansens are good people, Axel.
You remember the colony wars? Because I do. I lost kin.
Trying to. Look, I'll be honest with you. We get a little help from someone. It takes credits to provide for those in need. And if you can spare a few... Thank you. I don't know if you believe in karma, but... If you're serious, Philborn Agricultural Systems fits basically, but their latest IntelliWheat shipment is late. Could you ask Sarah Philborn what? This is a huge... If there's anything you can do to speed up, I'll have more work for you when...
Could I get the digital copy?
Hey, I heard you had Dunlop's disease.
I'm just saying,
The rock is surprisingly well fortified. The early settlers here were quite practical.
You can see my great-great whatever grandma's name.
IntelliWheat is revolutionary. Why waste time with brewing when you can do so much good? If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. Oh, sorry. My nerves. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer. His brother Henry's the creative one. But he seems to have lost interest in growing the company. And now, Philburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food. Seems those two are content to think. That's for sure. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter. I know. It's been this whole frustrating episode. Short version, but the guards aren't going to be able to send people to fix it. We're committed to helping the unfortunates on the stretch. You would do that? If you get it rebooted, I'll get the harvest going ASAP. I'll talk with my husband, but I'm sure we could arrange payment. Just Just be careful.
Cool spacesuit.
I'm gonna be a soccer star one day. 15-minute warning!
Nido mosquito, Mom. Nido mosquito. It means cool, Mom. Duh.
This is Filburn Agricultural Systems.
Should we warn them about the Ashta? We got a big old sign. Danger. If they open up the gate and go out there, it's on their own head. But if they're far afield, they got no idea what they're in for. You want to warn them? You know I don't like help to the bank robber. I'm sure he'll help.
I hear Geppetto has started making real robots.
Private sector. That's where the real...
Thank you for saving my husband.
If we don't get that wheat shipment soon... The emergency fund's empty. That is good news. Oh, that makes sense. Aren't they outside the walls? Wait, you went outside the wall? Please, don't risk yourself like that. If anyone got... I hate to ask it. Everything runs on charity. And our benefactors... A new face may ease up the purse strings. Or... It's touch and go, sometimes. Pesta too much and too little. So, the mayor, Elias Cartwright, has always been... Raisha Lands is a huge benefactor. Laredo Firearms. Both of those are routine. More polite The last is a long shot, probably futile. But the trade at if you could convince Duncan Lynch to give us anything, heck, a single crate. You are a breath of... Once you're done with that... The weather has been... If you ever are down on your luck, our door is always...
Oh!
Aquila City, do you have business with the Trade Authority? Nice to have some civilized... The Trade Authority looks to partner with local governments to find mutually beneficial arrangements.
The Trade Authority has a firm policy of, we're neutral in all affairs of the governments of the Freestar Collect.
The Trade Authority's image is doing... I'm done discussing this matter. You have a great day.
The UC can't be that bad, can it?
I think, please, let me know if I can be of service. Oh. So Amira has some help? Good. Laredo Firearms prides itself in helping out all the... I'll send Justin over to... You are quite well. Is there anything else you want? Yes, of course.
there a lot, right?
Hello there. So good to see you. Good to meet you, friend. Name's Elias. Now, I've got a memory for faces, and I make it a point to introduce myself to everyone who can. As the founder himself once said, there's no... You're more than welcome. As I'm sure you know, us folk in the Freestar Collective put great... I like to think that's what sets us apart from... We don't rely on machines or... I won't pry about what brought you here. That's all. However, I'd be more than happy to give you the scoop about the... What day is it? Oh, shoot. I'll send over my usual monthly donation to Amira. There may be a day when the stretch is a... I'll talk with Amira later. I didn't mean... Between thwarting bank robberies and helping the... You have the city's... A genuine pleasure talking to you.
I should be on our guard if we venture outside the city. We asked them.
That's it. I'm not going to show up to work.
If you're looking for work, Mayor Cartwright might have something. Or point you the right way.
The cat. Don't let Raisha fool you. She built and owns a power. Elias and Raisha both sent it. No word from the Trade Authority. I like to believe everyone is capable of empathy and compassion, but... You are far too modest. Sarah Philborn gave me these credits to give to you for... You more than deserve it. I have one more thing for you to do. This is part of the Intellowit harvest. I want you to see the fruit.
We left Sidonia looking for a better...
Amira said to expect you. This... I genuinely... You have no idea. Over here in Aquila, it's... on behalf of my family.
Can we speak for a moment? We need to find...
Madside's a bad place for tourists these days.
Yeah?
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you. I trust you are well.
Excuse me.
Yes, what? No customer. Bienvenue. Before you order, I have two simple... Oh, this is my place. That means everyone in here is under my protection. If you're buying drinks, you better have cash. Madame Sauvage... Finally, someone who listens and does what they're told.
Your rules are duly noted. Thank you for explaining them.
So, what can Madame Sauvage get you? Have you come to try the last... Oh, then I must attend to my... We'll see you again
I'd like a
soon.
chance to talk to you.
What are you looking at? This?
Only the upstairs.
Fine, upstairs. That's gang territory, got it? Yeah, back in the day, you wouldn't... You used to be people were afraid of the strikers. We had... Now the disciples got us penned.
Andrea!
Fine, fine, fine. Do you have anything else, or are we done with this? I mean, the strikers will rob you blind, and if you back us in a corner, you... But the disciples? Psh, total nutjob, and the only people that kept them from getting out of control? So you stroll in here and want to... Maybe you should meet with the business end of my shiv, huh?
No blood in my shop, Andrea. I'm this...
Fine, fine already. You're lucky. Only way you see Brit... You know, I'll just do that. This ought to be good.
Good?
Love the vibe in this city. You try velocity yet? It'll change your life. Who's this?
Someone says they might want to join.
A recruit? Been a while.
I know, right? Savage says we can't go killing people around here anymore.
We shouldn't be doing that anyhow. You want to join us? We're a gang, not some daring adventure bullshit you can brag. People that come to us. There was a time when we were the only ones that kept... Let me tell you about us. What makes the Strikers different? It's us against every goddamn thing the world can throw at us. If you're in...
It's been a little too much of that hell going round.
Vogel, not the top. We do everything we can to make sure everyone's... I prefer we fleece the marks, not kill them. Not so fast. I gotta get... What would you bring to the Strikers? Now you are... I'm not sure what your game is. You're going up against the Disciples. Some people snap, and snap hard. The test is to find out who has been arming those nutjobs with military-grade hardware. We're fully in alignment there.
Joining a street gang was not something I felt we needed to do today.
There's a warehouse they use. One of our friends said there's a slate there that has the info we need.
Oh, that's my job. I was going to go in and make...
You want it? Too bad, Vogel. You go in. I want someone that can snatch it from them. Ideally with... Consider this your audition.
I know Briggs said, go quiet, or whatever. I said...
I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able. Your investigation with the Freestar Rangers has come to... Yes, but not everyone walked... This Ron Hope, supposedly a man of the people, was more concerned with profit. I do not believe that for a moment, and I am sure at least he will no longer be able to prey on us. I am unsure that death was preferable to justice. No, he did not. A very poor decision on his part. Very practical, yes.
Astral Labs is pouring up lab.
Come then. Meet your death.
Don't let him die for nothing!
Once again, we are triumphant.
show no mercy.
What's up?
If the disciples spot you, they're gonna attack straight. So, stealth was a no-go, but... Shh. So you're in. Everyone thinks the Ebside strike. But now that we know where the disciples are getting their guns... Usually, we're an all-in type of thing. You might want to say hello to the rest of the gang. They should be friendlier. After you take some deserved R&R, hit up Hatchet for any gear you may need.
Actually going to do this.
Huh. So you survived. And... We are more alike than I thought. Everyone is hard because they have to be. These streets and alleys are all I know. They chew up the weak, they leave them broken or dead in the gutter. Oh. So the job is, we let the streets know the strikers are back. We have signs. Hacking the signs is easy. Getting to them or fighting any disciples there? Briggs said he prefers no blood. But I say... Briggs will be pleased. But if you need things, I can hook you up. Good luck.
Pull up a chair and have a drink.
You know I went to chef school? This ain't exactly.
What do we have here? Decided to drop by on Neon and do a little vandalism. There's a steep fine for that.
Tell you what, you pay the fine now, and I'll let you off with a warning.
Maybe, but as soon as you started putting up striker gangs... Yeah, I'm not falling. Is that really how you want?
No, they didn't.
Maybe I did.
Yeah.
Fine, fine. Just get...
nothing there.
People joke, say those Baroon zealots worship a snake. It ain't a snake. It's some kind of celestial being. They call it the Great Serpent. Is it real? Hell if I know. But they think it is, and that makes them
This place is like my second home.
I think you're gonna fit in well. You've really kicked the hornet's nest. Andrea's running point on grabbing the gun stash. I need you and Vogel.
So we're finally doing this?
It's time, Vogel. Both of you, keep the collateral damage down if you can. If people are in the wrong place at the wrong time, you might... Gang fights are no holds barred, so make your peace.
There is always a choice, and if we wish to avoid collateral damage...
You two coordinate whatever you need to. I know this is asking a lot. Newell's Goods has some armor. Not mil-spec ranger gear or anything, but better than the cat. So if you could, well, spring for some armor upgrades, maybe. All the strikers owe you. Any credits it costs, I promise we'll pay you. Now's the time for the strikers.
Yep, strikers used to rule the streets.
You don't have places like this in Aquila, how do you?
You didn't take it.
We're fully stocked and ready to sell. Oh, dear Lord. All these gangs are a menace. Really? All right, already. You pay and I'll send Briggs his arm. I don't want anything to do with it. I'll send the armor to Madame Savant. Fair to chase more.
The disciples are gonna pay for all they've... Finally. I've been telling him to let his best man loose. You are something else. The plan's simple. We hit the street runners hard in as many points as possible. Maximum chaos. Right? Then Andrea can waltz into their weapons cache, snag the big guns. Oh, it'll work, all right? Here's 3 groups of street rats for you. Me and my boys will take some others.
Maybe you'd like to try a velocity.
Pardon me.
If you're wondering what that smell is.
Hey there, Intrepid. Each of our unique Starship models is Neon's premier seller of all things Starfreezes undergoes enhanced training.
Be sure you never find yourself on the wrong.
So you're the Strikers, darling. Yeah, we had those blighters all tied up. Name's Holt, and I'm here to offer you... Good, you're reasonable. The Strikers are old news. Positively analog. You help us take out their so-called leaders, and then it's... Credits, yeah? A dumpster full of them. In order to keep a rat in place, you gotta scare it. And if it happens to be good for a laugh, well... And you give a damned about that why? This ain't your fault. Ebbside's always been about survival of the fittest. As long as the tourists stay away, no one cares what. And it's time to die, arsehole.
Someone or something clean up whatever's left behind.
I cannot wait to kill you. Stop moving! Come down! Take your best shot.
Looky here. Just strolling into You're making this too easy. Yeah, right.
You don't scare me.
Hold on. You're trying to confuse me. Easy. Maybe this isn't getting us in. Enough of all the damn talk.
I couldn't send it! Turn it for me!
We got the guns, new fish. Went in, pop.
That's thanks to me and my new best mate. Same here. Little element of surprise and a few bullets. Everything's going according.
Good. Now we hit them where it hurts. Not going to lie. Taking it is going to be hard. What's the play? Go in gun. Then we all go in to... You heard the plan.
What?
Who's there?
Extra ammunition is always welcome if they have any.
Slow and smart, strikers.
Playtime is over. Downstairs, now.
Security.
You think Neon Security wouldn't know about what's going down?
Hands off weapons.
Looks like you've done a bit of violence. A bit of... Word is, all of this is due to you. Why are you... You have a funny way of So here's what's going to happen. Gang violence gets too noisy. No one affects the...
Tell that to the disciples.
No. I want you to, Mr. Briggs. The disciple. So, your gang throws off Sewer Rat Blue and starts wearing Neon Security Black. Or, you can be found face down in the street. And you say, Briggs is a smart lad. Free to go as far away from here as you like. The further... Setting street rat against street rat. Don't take too long. Time to onboard them.
Good you're here. Huddle up.
Is this for real?
They want me to be up.
Shit. We could get a real pad. Maybe even move out of Epside?
After all we've done, Neon Securities.
I don't see why not. Do you really think anyone cares who stabs who? What's your take? It's almost too much to hope.
Despite whatever loyalty you may feel to this place, you might never get them.
Anyone object to going for the deal? Good. Really? I can't say I was expecting this. Whatever god or gods we please to get you to help us. With resources and backup, the streets are gonna be... It looks like the strikers are retiring.
Docked.
I'm not going near that thing.
Technically, I outran you.
Technically, you're an asshole. So...
You there. We need to speak with you. Look along. Don't be shy.
We need to talk.
Hold it right there. Hands where I can see him.
Thanks for the assist.
We've got various problems. You gonna be enough? Every mission has its collateral damage. This one just happened. Though your arrival has given me an idea. That...
It's an AI. An artificial...
Killed our tech. It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further...
Correction. They are going to... change...
Wow. How does it know that? If only. This isn't something that anyone could create. This? We have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It?
We can't just let it roam around.
I just need that control board.
And that's where I think you...
It goes right over there. Well, yeah, just be careful. That'd be a much more certain way to end up like her. My partner is the strong and do what I... Come on, where's your sense of it?
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation.
It's in your best interest. Oh, just imagine what we could do.
And we aren't really... You aren't walking out of here until that...
Correction. I am a person. Request. Collect additional data. Query. Wage. Explanation. I'm called Juno. Assumption. We are friends. Request. Assessment. You are inquisitive. Cut request. Input query parameters. Context. I met humans. Clarification. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Context. I am no longer. Assumption. Insufficient. Request.
Even if we are not capable or ready to define Juno as a being, it seems...
Let's move this along. Attack...
Shush! This is fascinating.
Query. What? True. I am a person. Query.
Yes?
What are the parameters for? Context. You are not unique. Clarification. Query. What is the purpose? Context. Love is an emotion. I do not experience emotion. Query. Am I processing?
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board.
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should...
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Request. Remove. Query. Why did you... Clarification. I want context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude. Processing. Context. If you were like query, What would your life direct? Decision. I will consider this course of action. Warning. Systems badly processing cores overeating. Decision.
Temporarily shut down extraneous system. Context. The universe is vast. Calculation. Assumption. Warning.
Profit is never necessarily the aim, but if there is something worth taking...
Initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space 2. Processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Set of stars. We're on our own again. Pressure normalized, and we're docked.
Careful waving that fancy gun around. You don't need to see. The Constant is peaceful shit.
I wonder what it's like out there.
Such a long time to survive on only the foods that can be grown here. I suppose being a picky eater was not an option.
So much more to learn about now.
Hey! I've never treated anyone from outside our ship. But if you need help,
got strict rules around here, but they're strict for a reason.
Wow, I've heard about you, but here you are.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean it won't work to take down trouble.
Each scenario shows you
All this time
I do not envy the lives that have been led in these confined quarters.
Sure is nice to know there are other people out there.
These are exciting times.
Wow. Hi.
Just stay out of trouble.
so. He gathered the best and brightest he could find.
I am both shocked and impressed that all of this is still functional.
We were told that it was the largest, most advanced ship ever constructed on Earth at the time. If you can believe, entire generations have been born, lived, and died on this ship. It really goes to show that there are no limits to human ingenuity and perseverance. So, here we are. Let's talk.
I wonder what else is out there.
We didn't believe anyone would be out here. Well, as I mentioned, we've been unsuccessful in communications, but since you're asking, maybe you'd be willing to be a sort of... We know there's a settlement on the planet below, meaning people were here before us. You see, we intended to settle here, but we assumed that they... We'd like you to go speak to them on our behalf and help us negotiate a solution. Excellent. Make no mistake, this is our planet, and we intend for them. So, speak with their leadership and see if you can negotiate a solution. Report back to me and let me know what they say. And... thank you.
We've got strict rules around here.
Just because our equipment's old doesn't mean...
Worthy of the pride these portraits show.
We were never trained to address threats coming from outside our ship.
Just stay out of trouble.
We're up there.
You'd think we'd be a prime target for pirates, but they don't do.
We try to stay out of the guest way, but we are always here if needed.
Welcome to Paradiso. Jiro Tsukiyama. Do you have a security concern, or is there something I can help you with? Ah, it has a name. Good. Then you're already familiar with the situation, I take it. I see. Whatever the case, you'll need to speak with Oliver, the CEO for the Paradiso Group. He's in charge of bringing all... I'll let him know you're on your...
Hope you're having a pleasant day.
One of these days, I'd love to experience that.
I cannot recall ever.
Excuse me, you can't just waltz in. Oh, you're the one they're waiting for then. Do you? Sure. Have fun in the Shark Tank.
Don't worry about us. We're just here to keep the peace.
I just feel that we should be focusing on the natural beauty of this planet, not our amenities.
Hello? I didn't realize Kiwi was letting people in here.
I am. And you must be the diplomat Jiro told me about.
Well, but given the circumstances, I'm gonna cut to the chase. We've got our friends, the alien. You like that? The marketing team came up with it. The thought is, if we can't get rid of them, it might actually attract more tourism. Come see the aliens! Socket. But you're right. No one's gonna buy aliens. So tell me, what's the actual deal with this? That's so. I imagine some sort of old pre-collapse colony. Well, they don't. And that ship's presence is bad for business. We need it to bugger. Now, tell me, what are we going to do about it?
We could offer to resettle them here.
They could stay here, temporarily, but it'll cost them. Quite a bit, too. They'd need to work off all their...
Maybe not. What if we help them get out of here? Outfit their... We could even lend our engineers to help and give their captain...
Sounds costly. We can't absorb that cost, and it's unlikely they even have compatible currency, let alone enough for them. Someone else would have to foot...
Oh, I swear this would be a lot easier if they ceased to exist entirely. Anyway, Seema's got the right idea. Either works for me. Just tell me what you want to do. Oh, I didn't say that specifically. This would be a mutual contract for room and board in exchange for services rent. Of course, there's no telling how long this arrangement will last, given the substantial costs we'd need to take on in order to accommodate them. But this may save the resort on operating costs in the long term. And which proposal will you be taking to the good captain? Ah, good on you. You want to see a man named Benny St. James? He's the best in the business. If anyone can retrofit a 200-year-old... We'll coordinate our engineering team with his when you return. Though you may have to...
They deserve a renewed chance to decide their own...
Right. On behalf of the Paradiso Group, we...
There are millions
on a
of
new
plans
marketing
out there.
slogan.
People can...
Smugglers always like to use Hope-Tech ships to resemble legitimate transports. I wonder how the company feels about that.
Okay. Hello.
I don't want want to hear any complaints.
You ever check out the prices I tried it?
Oh, hello. I'm not used to people. Sure, that sounds like me. What can I do for you? Oh, you should have just said that. Oliver sent a courier ahead of you. I did some research on ships from that era. So grab drives didn't really take off until after the ship was built. But, part's not cheap though. Neither is the labor. Just pay the combined cost. It's a pretty big ass. As much as I'd love to. Recognition doesn't pay the bill. Don't think I'm desperate or anything. Tell you what. Sounds like this is for a good cause. While I can't give... You're darn right it is. I recommend you go back to the ship and ask the captain to prepare for its retrofit. Standard stuff. I'm sure they have an engineer. We'll send the part along when it's ready and install. Pleasure working with you.
Board is clear. We're docked.
Any adventure you can fly away from. Is that how the saying goes?
Now that we know what's out there, things
Hey there. Never seen a ship like yours before. Then again, I haven't seen any ships.
The Constant is a peaceful ship. Don't change that.
And to think, all this time?
I was hoping to talk to... I have a million burning questions, but I won't overwhelm you. How did you do it? Did humanity finally discover faster than light travel and eclipse our poor old ship? Interesting. Whatever it is must... I need to learn more on my own sometime. Oh, I've got so many questions, but I'm being rude. I haven't even given you my name. Chief Engineer, and I might add, I'm one of the reasons we're still afloat. Yes, of course. And I'll be sure to... What grad drive? All right. This will be fun. I have just received word that the drive is here. Great, great, great! There are 3 First thing I need you to do is reroute the power from... Then, turn the plasma runoff inhibitor function. Last, you'll need to decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module. Got it?
Wow, I've heard about you, but...
are. People always appreciate the good. Something wrong? There's still something left. Reroute the power from the port turbo pump to the auxiliary. Decouple the magnetic flange pipe enclosures from the auxiliary module assembly. See you!
I wonder what it's like out there.
Looks like everything is good to go, both your end and mine.
Beyond our little community.
Times to save the lives of everyone on board
I
this
live
ship.
my entire life in the constant.
I've got plenty of stories. Careful waving that fancy gun around.
There's so much
Now
to
that you're
learn
here.
about now.
Well, well, it would appear we have the means. The engineers even upgraded our communications equipment, so we can thank you again for. Without you, we'd most likely be. I'll make sure people tell tales of your gen. I don't know if we can ever fully.
Go say something.